Hello guys, in today's video we are going to look at 10 video topic ideas for your new YouTube channel as an Airbnb host. So you want to stay to the very end of this video so that you can learn more. So this is part of our ongoing series where we are talking about the different business ideas for you as an Airbnb host that do not require you to go outside of your normal Airbnb business. And also we have been talking about some of the tips that you need to that you can take advantage of to make your Airbnb hosting experience so much better. We have already talked about some of the factors to consider, especially if you are hosting for the first time, or if you are new to hosting, or if you are looking to even start your Airbnb. We have covered topics around, does it even make sense to start a new Airbnb in Kenya? Especially, all those questions have been answered in our Airbnb series. You want to watch them, they are right here on the channel. Just go under playlists and check on Airbnb, and I am sure you're going to find a lot of insights. So I am currently in a very, very beautiful Airbnb right here in Nanyuki, Kenya, and I couldn't be more inspired to create this content around Airbnb. So that just shows you how exciting it is to be an Airbnb host, and why it makes sense for you to make your Airbnb appealing. We have covered topics about some of the things you can do to make sure that your listing is so appealing that your guests cannot resist that booking. So without much further ado, if you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Eva Mtali, and I create content on this channel about the different ways you can make money online, especially in Kenya, in Africa, in Asia. But I also have another channel, which is my main YouTube channel, Eva Mtali Travel, where I share with you guys all the different amazing experiences I have had visiting different parts of the world. So far, I have been to more than 100 countries. And most of the time, I try to stay at beautiful Airbnbs, which I come and share with you guys. And of course, if you want to see the rest of this Airbnb where I'm at, you have to go to the channel. I'm going to leave a link in the description box at the bottom of this video, and also the first pinned comment here on this video is going to guide you to go and see the rest of the tour of this Airbnb. It is a beautiful space in Nanyuki. So moving on, you are a new Airbnb host and you have been inspired to start a YouTube channel that is going to be revolving around Airbnb. So where do you start from? Which kind of content do you create? Do not worry, because I got you covered. I'm going to share with you 10 fast video topic ideas for you as a new Airbnb host, as a beginner Airbnb host. So number one, you can create your first YouTube video. Of course, you can say my first YouTube video and just talk about why you have decided to become a YouTuber, why you have decided to create content on YouTube, and what is your content going to be about, of course. And then number two, you can talk about why I started my Airbnb hosting journey. So here you're basically going to share your story, your motivations, and the steps that you took to start hosting on Airbnb. So this will resonate with other hosts who are probably new to Airbnb, or even other people that are just considering the same path like yourself. And then video number three, I would put out as a beginner Airbnb host starting out on YouTube, would be what I learned in my first month as an Airbnb host, or what I learned in my first week as an Airbnb host if you have not yet concluded 1 month. And one thing I love about this particular YouTube topic idea is that you can do like a 1 week, what I learned in my first month, what I learned in my first 3 months, what I learned in my first 6 months, what I learned in my first 1 year. Like it makes for continuous content for your video. So here basically you're going to be discussing the lessons, the challenges and surprises you have encountered in your first 30 days, your first 60 days, first 90 days, depending on what you are creating the content around at that particular time. And take this, guys, from somebody. I have actually been hosting on Airbnb on and off for 13 years now, and staying at Airbnb as well. So believe me when I tell you, there is a lot of learning that happens for you as a new host. And then number four, YouTube topic idea you can put up on your YouTube channel as a beginner host. You can talk about how I prepared my home to become an Airbnb. This is especially for those who are hosting in the same place where they are staying. If you're hosting in a different place from where you are staying, maybe you can say how I prepared my cabin for hosting or whatever it is that you did. Give us like the story, give us the journey. If you had to start construction from scratch, if it is a construction that had previously fallen along the wayside and you picked it up, tell us how is that journey, how has it been. Showcase how you set up your space, including cleaning, decorating, creating guest-friendly amenities, and everything else maybe you had to fix. You can share it with your audiences. And then number 5 video topic idea for you as a beginner Airbnb host for your YouTube channel. You can talk about my first Airbnb guest experience. That is personally, I will not forget my first guest, what went right, what went wrong. Share with people those experiences. And of course, you don't have to like say it was Eva who came to my house. No, you can just explain how it happened. And usually, if you don't mind, you can even contact your host and let them, not your host, your guest, your first guest, let them know I am starting a YouTube channel and I just want to talk about my first guest experience. I hope you do not mind. I will make sure that I keep your privacy. I will not like share in any information that will lead to people knowing that it's Eva we are talking about. So you can make it discreet. You can let your host know that I'm going to be doing this video. What do you think about it? But even if you don't do it, you can still do it in a way that nobody knows. You can talk about the fun moments, the memorable moments, the embarrassing moments, what happened, like you can talk about the emotions that were running in you, or even that first experience, like when you're an Airbnb host and you're hosting through the platform, which I highly, highly encourage you to do. There's that time when somebody books and the money comes in, like it actually makes like a chiching sound. Like you can talk about that experience. What was it like for you? Like to actually see like there's now money coming in, yeah? And then you can also, number 6 YouTube channel idea for you as a beginner Airbnb host. You can talk about must-have essentials for Airbnb hosting. So here you can highlight the items that you found most helpful in setting up your space: towels, toiletry, Wi-Fi, the cookware. Oh my God, you guys, my host has outdone herself. Look at the it's called the upholstery. Like, I knew black is a demure classic color, and those who know, black and gold are my favorite colors. Even for my 40th birthday, that was my theme color for my birthday party. So when I came to this before I even came and I saw the listing, they had black and gold. I was like, oh my God, like black curtains, guys, so demure, so classy. Like, this lady has outdone herself. And just look at even the lighting fixture. This is like a raffia plant. It's like plant really. And she's designed, oh my God, it is just beautiful. You guys have to go and watch the entire room tour. Look at this seat that I'm sitting on. Like, everything is just mwah. So those are some of the things you can talk about in your video, just advising fellow hosts, just showing them what makes an Airbnb like click worthy and book worthy and stay worthy, and your client just raving about it the whole time. So those are some of the things you can talk about. Basic things like having like a tea station. As much as it's an Airbnb, it doesn't harm you to provide your guests with, fine salt there, pepper. This Airbnb even has cinnamon, like not the powder, like the actual cinnamon plant. She has not rosemary. This pink flower is called what? Hibiscus. Like the plant itself. God, she has outdone herself. She has cooking fat. She has provided that. She has outdone herself completely. And then you can also, number 9 YouTube channel idea, you can talk about as a beginner Airbnb host. You can talk about how I handle guest communication, tips for Airbnb hosts. So discuss how you manage messages. So for example, I know like my current host, yesterday there was a blackout in the whole of Nanyuki town, and she actually sent each of us messages on WhatsApp like, hey guys, we're currently facing a power outage. It looks like it's the whole city. We are trying to see, we hope that it will come back, and it's affecting the water pressure. And guys, like for me, that was really, it just showed me like this woman has great customer service skills. So for somebody like her, if she started her YouTube channel, those are small things, but they really, really go a long way. And it shows your client that you really value them and care about them. Talk about how you handle check-ins, how you handle checkouts, what you do to just make sure that things are running, especially if you're not there, and you still want that seamless experience to happen. Are you going to hire people to help you out? Are you going to do it all by yourself? So those are some of the topics that you can cover. And then one that I love the most, and I think I like reading a lot of, is what I wish I knew before becoming an Airbnb host. So these stories usually are just exciting. They are like, they're just funny stories. I love listening to them. And this is an opportunity for you to reflect on what surprised you the most about hosting, and you can offer advice to new or aspiring hosts, or even to others who are already hosting. It can be a moment of people say, oh my God, I thought I was the only one who experienced this. But just to know that there's somebody else who is going through those motions like you are, it just makes a whole difference to know that in the world, there's other people who are going through the same things like you are. So those are just some of the topics. And then most, this is the one I love the most. You can do like my Airbnb hosting setup tour. So basically here, you're going to just be giving viewers a behind the scenes tour of your Airbnb, showing how you've organized and decorated the space. So especially if you have multiple listings, like in here where I am, there are 4 other cabins. So the entire property is a 21-acre property. There is 5 other cabins here. So if I was the host here, I would do different tours of the different cabins and just show people behind the scenes, like during the day, do tours of the day, and then you can also do night tours. And this place is amazing. It is fabulous. I have visited 2 of the cabins. Last night I was at a 3-bedroom cabin, and then my cabin, the 2 ones. So there's one other one I really hope I would be able to see before I leave. There's a studio cabin as well. I am so hoping there's somebody who was supposed to check out today. I hope and pray that I get a chance to just see how that cabin looks like. So you can give people, behind the scenes tour of your cabin. And who doesn't like a room tour or a house tour? We all love them. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you, especially as a beginner host. And we said, there's nothing wrong with having an additional stream of income. And the beauty about all this is that you don't even have to go out of your way to do any of this video topics that I've talked about. As you go about your daily business, you can still do this on the side. And it could be also one way of, bringing in new viewers, bringing in new audiences, getting different suggestions from different people, your audience, and just building this community of people around you. Because as I always say, when it comes to digital content creation, do you? Because you never know who's watching, So thanks guys so much for watching to the very end. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, do let me know in the comments section below what other kind of videos, especially on the Airbnb series, would you like to watch. And do yourself a favor to go and watch the full tour of this Airbnb. I will leave a link in the description box at the bottom of this video, and also in the first pinned comment on this video. And do watch the rest of the videos in this series under Airbnb. And happy hosting, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.